All right. So the assignment, the deadline is tomorrow, 6 p.m. Okay. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to assign another take-home exams. This time it will be on dplyr and a bit of EDA, exploratory data analysis. So take-home na lahat yung quizzes natin. And then your finals will be partly online and partly take-home. Okay. Now take note, guys. Make sure this is an original work. Huh? What I meant was, kasi maraming ggplot tutorials out there using data from Kaggle or UCI. So make sure you do not copy paste. Okay. Kasi check ko yan, no? So I'm sure you'll be honest naman with that. All right. So, and then I uploaded a file, two files, I think. Okay. On module 5, bike buyers CSV, and exploratory data analysis bike buyers, class RMD. We were working on the PSI dataset last time, but let's first work on this bike buyers kasi I'm having a problem with my RMD file dun sa PISA. So I decided to use another file for today to continue our discussion on EDA. Okay, so if you recall, guys, what is EDA? I have it here. Exploratory data analysis. Okay, let me just open my file. Okay, can you see the file, guys, that I'm sharing, the R file?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, my apologies, guys. I forgot to, oops, this is PISA, sorry. This is not the file I want. I forgot to inform you to download the packages. I'm sorry about that. Okay. This is what we're going to work on. We'll go back to the PISA, or if not, I'll just send you an R Markdown file with the solution to the PISA dataset. I was having problem with the data yesterday, so I decided to come up with to use a new file. All right. Have you opened, guys, the exploratory data analysis bike buyers RMD file? I also shared the CSV file for bike buyers. It's also in our canvas. Okay, it's here, bike buyers. It's a CSV file. So kindly download that and kindly download your RMD file, and please import that data set. I'll give you a few minutes to do that. Download the bike buyers CSV file and download the RMD file for bike buyers. And then please import bike buyers into our data set, into into the RMD file that I gave you.
Sir, your mic's muted po, sir.
Sorry. Hindi pala naka ano. Okay, guys, have you downloaded the file, guys? Okay na, guys.
Sir.
Have you opened, number one, have you downloaded the bike buyers file? Number two, have you opened the bike buyers class RMD file in R? Hello?
Yes,
Yes.
done na po.
Finish na? Done na? Okay, sige. Dali, baka may mga chat lang dito. Sa attendance yata to. Okay, sa attendance. All right. So this is the file that I gave you guys. Now, library guys, so let's require dplyr ggplot2. Now there's another library guys, which is which we haven't installed yet. So kindly install this first. Site, we have installed that before, right? I think we have used this before, but SchemR, which is also used for descriptive statistics, we haven't installed before. So you may use your console, as you were working with R Markdown, you may use your console to install those packages. So install ggally and SchemR. ggally is an extension of ggplot, and it's quite a powerful plot, especially for correlation or pairing variables. Okay, and then once you have installed them, let's require these packages. Okay, have you installed, guys, ggally and SchemR?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the rest? The rest, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, here you are asked to download the bike buyers. Let's download the bike buyers CSV file. Okay, I have it written here already. And then let's view it. When you import it, guys, just copy paste the code here. Okay, let me redo that. But I have already downloaded it. Okay, and you should have this. It depends on where you stored your data set. But the name of the file is bikebuyers.csv.
Sir, sorry, excuse me po.
Yes?
Hindi ko po ma-install yung ggally. Para ang sabi po dito, error in library. There is no package called ggally.
Talaga? Capital G, double G capital.
Opo.
Did you try install that packages? Or did you like?
Na-try ko na, pero sige, try ko ulit.
And dapat dalawang capital G then ally. Sige, try mo ulit. Okay, yes. Restarting R. Restart siya. Anyone who experienced the same problem sa GG Ally, guys?
Sir, okay na po.
Okay
Na-install.
na? Good,
Opo.
good.
Thank you po.
Sige. Okay, sandali, biglang nag-restart yung R ko. Okay, so in the meantime, guys, habang nag-install yung R ko, kindly import the dataset, okay, and view it. You should have this dataset in your window. Tingnan natin yung mga guys. Remember, ang EDA, guys, wala pa tayong minamodel dito. The purpose of exploratory data analysis is to prepare your data for any eventual modeling that you're going to make use of. For example, you might use it for logistic regression, for neural networks, or whatever modeling. Ang preparatory step is EDA, Exploratory Data Analysis. Kasama dyan, guys, yung visualization. Kasama dyan yung pagtingin ng descriptive stat niya. Okay? Wala pang mga inferential stat na gagawin for EDA. So, it involves the use of ggplot2 kasi mag-visualize dyan, and also dplyr in case may mga data na i-filter, i-select. Okay, those are all part of EDA, Exploratory Data Analysis. Okay. And then when we use now that particular data that we have either selected from a bigger data set, cleaned, or did some visualization, the next step will be to do the modeling part, okay? And that's now the next part to EDA. Okay, restart na ba yun? Okay na yata. All right. Okay, so first, guys, ano yung mga variables natin? We have a categorical variable, marital status. Anong klaseng categorical variable to, guys? So it always pays to understand your data. Kung ano siya. Tingnan yung first column natin, ID, and you have some strange character here. Now, depende, guys, sa pinanggagalingan ng data, minsan nagkakaroon ng ganyang and that's not really the label of this, the variable name of this ID lang dapat siya, tapos nagkakaroon ng strange character. Later, we'll resolve that. Tapos, siguro tanggalin na lang natin ito mamaya, itong ID na to, kasi hindi naman natin talaga kailangan siya. What we need is yung marital status. What kind of a data is this, guys? Anong type to? Class? Anong type ng data to? It's a character siya, no, guys? Pero anong type ng character? Okay, categorical din siya, pero anong klaseng categorical? Guys, nominal ba to, ordinal, or what? Everyone? What type of marital status? Hello? Anyone, can you hear me? Hello?
No, nominal, sir.
Nominal lang yan, guys. Nominal. It's not ordinal unless we're giving some ranking to being married or being single. No? Ganun din si gender, guys. Nominal din to, female or male. Yung children, okay, later we'll discuss that. Kasi this can be quantitative or this can also be, pwede rin siyang categorical. So we can describe na may mga families na walang anak, isang child, 2 children, etc. Just like yung education, this can be this is categorical, but maybe we can we can also treat it as ano guys, ordinal, pwede ring nominal, pero pwede ring pwede ring ordinal, no? Kasi may ranking siya. High school lang, tapos una partial high school yata, tapos high school, tapos partial college, tapos bachelor's, no? So may ranking. Tapos the occupation din, homeowner, kung homeowner yes or no, number of cars, commute distance, this is ordinal to, 0 to 1 miles, 2 to 5 miles, etc. And then region, this is nominal, kung saang region siya. Age is quantitative, numerical to. And purchase bike, this is also nominal. Okay, so what we're going to do now as part of our EDA, Exploratory Data Analysis, is to look at many of these variables, okay? Of course, we won't be able to complete everything, but I hope you'll continue the rest. Kasi pag nakuha natin pattern ng ng ibang variables, then makukuha na rin natin yung iba. So EDA, guys, involves cleaning the data, okay? Preparing your data for any modeling, and then visualization. So what we're going to do now is univariate muna tayo. When we say univariate, we look at each of the variables one by one. Okay, this is what I was saying a while ago. Yung bike buyers natin, may strange character dyan, may parang umlaut na I dyan, then that. Now that can be removed by, okay, this is something to do with how the characters are named. So I won't explain this anymore. Yung UTF na to, 8BOM, this has something to do with the byte size. Okay, so you may, yung code nyo dito guys, yung code na to, write it here, and then i-insert lang natin tong file encoding is equal to UTF-8-BOM. Okay, you can search the internet guys kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng UTF. So hindi ko na i-explain yan. Alright. So copy-paste nyo lang yung code nyo dito, write it here, and then insert file encoding is equal to UTF-8-BOM. Usually, nare-resolve yung mga characters, katulad itong variable name na to na ID. Nare-resolve yan by insisting that this is the file encoding. All right, then I'm going to run this. Okay, so tingnan nyo guys, ano nangyari sa bike buyers? What happened? Okay, did something happen with your bike buyers, guys? In-overwrite ba ni R yung variable name dito?
The ID, sir. ID was overwritten.
Overwritten, guys, ano? So, lalo na, guys, pagkuha nyo sa Kaggle or sa UCI, chances are magkakaganyan kayong mga characters na You have to correct that kasi, kunyari, sa subsetting. Kung hindi niya ma-recognize yung, kasi may strange character siya doon, you have to correct that first. So that's part of EDA, Exploratory Data Analysis. That's part of cleaning your data. Okay, so here, guys, okay, hindi ko na yung view kasi nasulat na natin dito yan. Okay, let's just take a look at, let's run this one by one. Control Enter. All right, so this is the first 6 lines of our data set bike buyers. You have your ID, marital status. Okay. Let me just increase this. Then rerun this, baka magkasya. Hindi pa rin. Pero okay na, no? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 variables. No? And then let's take a look at the class. Anong type ng mga variables yan? Yung ano pala, sorry. So we have a data frame here. Our bike buyers is a data frame. And then you know this, okay, yung structure. So yung structure, guys, you have your ID as an integer. Hindi naman yata integer dapat yan, guys. No? Kasi parang ano lang siya, yung nominal lang yan. No? At we'll remove that later on kasi hindi naman natin gagamitin. Yung marital status, character, gender is character, education is character, occupation is character, homeowner is character, region is character, purchase bike is character. What do you comment on that? How do you comment on that, guys? Do we need to make some transformations about that? Guys, what would be the preferred type of that? Kunyari, si marital status. What do you recall, guys, pag ang isang variable pwede natin gamitin pang categorize? Hindi lang siya just a character variable. Guys? Hello? Are you there? Instead of just categorizing it just as a character, ano pwede natin gawin dyan? Mamaya, gagawin natin yon. Gawin natin, make it into a
Factor, sir.
factor. Yes, factor. Guys, kasi mas maganda kung factor kasi magagamit natin siya to classify. No? Kunyari, we're looking at yung mga nag-purchase ng bike. Anong kaibahan na nag-purchase ng bike between married and mga single? May difference ba? Between yung mga nag-purchase ng bike na male and female. Kung character yan, guys, hindi natin magagawa yon. So, what's important here is that as we continue with our EDA, we would like to make those distinctions. No? We would like to make those classifications and analysis of how our data works. So may mga characters dito which later on gawin nating factors. Kahit yung purchase bike, guys, no or yes, we can make it as a factor. Even yung commute distance, yung region, pwede natin gawing factor yan. Okay. Can you give me an example, guys, of a variable that we will not convert into a factor? Character siya, pero hindi natin i-convert as a factor yan. We discussed this before. Kunyari, name, guys. Name. Diba? Kung may name dyan, hindi natin gagawing ano yung, kasi hindi naman natin makakategorize into names eh. Alright? So I hope that's clear, guys. No? And in fact, some of the integers, guys, could be classified as is better described as factors and not numerical. Kunyari, itong children, 1, 3, 5. Kasi pwede natin magamit as factor lang yan eh. May yung mga bumili na isang anak, walang anak, 3 children, 5 children. Okay, so we'll discuss that as we go on. So i-X ko na muna to. All right. Ito, guys, this is from the psych package on Discrete. We have done this before. Oops, sorry. Hindi makita yung Discrete. Ibig sabihin, hindi ko pa siya na. Okay. Pati si scheme R, hindi ko pa na load. All right. So make sure you have loaded psych and scheme R kasi gagamitin natin dito yan. So describe bike buyers. Right. So yan. May output na siya. Kanina wala, no? Kasi hindi ko pa na-load si psych package. Okay? So So let me increase the width. All right. So ito binibigay sa atin ni Describe. You can use this, guys, assignment nyo, ha? Yung Describe. So these are the variable names, variables 1 to 13, tapos yung count niya, then you have the averages. Okay. Kaya nga dito, guys, yung children, no? It doesn't make sense to have an average of 1.91, di ba? Wala naman 1.91 na children. Kaya nga, this might be better off as a factor. Okay. And then, you have the minimum, maximum, the range, the skewness, the kurtosis, and then the standard error. Okay. There's another good package, yung scheme-R. And then sa scheme-R, guys, we can use the scheme function. Parang describe din siya, but it yields different results. Okay, so this is what the scheme code, the scheme command gives us. It gives us, this is from scheme-R. So we ask R to skim the bike buyers data set. So name, number of rows, number of columns, column type frequency, you have 8 character and 5 numeric. Okay. And then you have here, it describes the type of data. It's a table. Yung character daw, 8 by 8. Ito yung mga characters lang, ano? Marital status, gender, education, etc. So mga characters sila. Okay. And then you have here, yung variable types naman. And what I like about this is that sinasabi niya kung anong klaseng numerical variable siya, kung integer or double. And then andito na rin standard deviation, yung minimum, first quartile, median, third quartile, and then the maximum. And then may konting histogram pa dito ng data set natin, ng particular variable natin. Income, you see the distribution. Si car, kung may cars ba. Okay. So, but some of these, guys, we're going to change kasi, for example, sabi ko kanina, kunyari children, I think it will be better if this is considered as a factor. No? All right. Any questions so far, guys? You can use this. I suggest that you use this in your assignment, yung describe at saka yung scheme. Okay. All right. So, if we want to remove yung ID number, kasi hindi naman natin gagamitin yon, di ba? So, we call this object bike buyers, starting with bike buyers, and then we select yung bike buyers, kaso wala ng ID. Tatanggalin natin si ID. And then summary ng bike buyers. Okay, so I'll give you a few seconds to write that. Run ko na muna. Oops. Bakit may error ako dito? Why am I getting an error here? Bike buyers. Yeah. Invisible function. Tama naman yung code. Are you getting an error, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Select. Tama yung select. Select bike buyers, tapos not the ID. If I run this, okay, nagkaka-error daw ako. Select. Bike buyers. Okay, nasa bike buyers tayo. Let's see. Dali guys, ha? Ito yung mahirap pag nagkaka-error sa code eh. Hindi, mali din to eh. This will error din to. Okay, let me just guys i-decipher ko muna kung bakit mali ito. When I was working on this a while ago, it ran. Kasi tama, sinaselect natin si bike buyers tapos except yung ID. No symbol named ID. Huh? May ID naman. Oh, ID. In fact, pag yung sa describe natin, ayan, ID. So, andun siya. ID is there. Okay, skip muna natin to guys. I'll try to see what happened to this. No? Okay, anyway, it's just removing a particular column. All right, so let's examine now our data. Mag-univariate muna tayo, guys. Ano ibig sabihin ng univariate? Part of EDA is univariate analysis. Ibig sabihin, titingnan natin yung mga yung mga variables natin. We're going to discuss, we're going to go through them one by one, especially the more important ones. No? Okay, so dito, I gave a note here. The two types of variables for numerical are discrete and continuous. Now, what are the discrete and continuous variables? Ano yung mga discrete and continuous variables natin? We already answered that a while ago. Okay, yung mga discrete natin, yung counting yan, for example, cars. Tapos yung continuous natin, yung age. No? Income is also continuous. Okay? Tapos yung iba natin na sabi natin, yung numerical ang tinatanong ko dito. No? Okay, so let's take a look first at the income variable. Anong type ba si income? Okay, it's a quantitative variable and it's a what guys? Continuous variable to. No? Kaya nga nung ano tayo ng describe, okay, income is, hindi dito. Sa scheme natin makikita. Okay. Income. Okay, so double siya, no? Okay, which means continuous siya. Ito. Okay. So going back to our code, are you following, guys? Mabilis ba ako o ano? Tama lang. So let me check this. I wonder why I'm having a problem here. This was working a while ago, no? Kaya I'm very confident that this will work kasi chinek ko na muna to eh. Okay, but it looks like something's wrong with my R file now. Okay, so pag mga continuous, guys, ang tinitingnan natin dyan yung central tendency, no? So let's summarize si bike, si income. Okay, so you'll have to write this code. Okay, so kita natin, guys, dito sa summary niya, yung minimum is 10,000, the median is 60,000, the mean is 56,000. So already we see that there's skewness in the data. Okay, so it's skewed to the left kasi yung mean nasa left siya ng median. No? So ibig sabihin there are some low values that tend to drag the center, the average to the left. And then we have a third quartile, 70,000, and the maximum at 170,000. Okay, now let's take a look at this. Let's create a box plot. Gawa tayo ng box plot, guys. This is from your ggplot2. So basahin lang muna natin tong code na to. So I'm going to call it income and then box plot. So let's start with the bike buyers. Okay, and then, sabi natin, and then, okay, we do a ggplot. Okay. So si ggplot, actually ang pinaplot lang natin dyan yung isang variable, no? Kaso, kailangan pag box plot, kailangan din natin i-identify yung x and y. So here I'm saying that your x is none, kasi it will not work if we don't include this. Y is equal to your income. So ipa-plot natin along the y's income. And then ito na, yung geom box plot natin. Let's fill it with fill the box plot with color gray and the outline as black. And then let's put a label. Title is equal to income distribution. And then on the y-axis is your income. Plus, let's use a classic theme. And then let's plot. Okay, sige guys, of course, maraming pang pwedeng permutation yan, maraming pang pwedeng baguhin dyan. Can you see the screen, guys? You want me to increase the font size? O okay naman?
It's fine po, sir.
It's fine, thank you. So dito guys, nagko-combine tayo ng dplyr, no, at saka ng ggplot2. Nagsimula tayo kay boxplot, and then we do a ggplot2 command on it. Okay, so this is a combination of both dplyr and ggplot. All right, so run ko. Hindi ko ba banaran si ggplot? Okay. Haven't I run this? Okay, nag-restart kasi siya kanina. Okay. There. Okay, guys. Did you get the same plot? Let me show again the code that we used. So lahat ng dinidiscuss natin dito, guys, magagamit yan sa ano, no? Kasi combination to ng ggplot2 and dplyr. So since medyo matagal na rin natin na-discuss yung ggplot2, I think it's an opportune time to have a review of this for your assignment. Okay, any questions, guys? So how do we describe this? What are these three dots, guys?
Outliers, sir.
Outliers natin, no? Okay. Ano tong first line dito? Yung line below? What's this first line, this middle line, and the third line?
The first quartile, sir. The first line.
Quartile. This one?
The median.
Median or? Second quartile, di ba?
Yeah.
And then this one, the third quartile.
Third quartile.
Okay, this is your, what's this whisker here?
The minimum, sir.
Okay, minimum. Okay. Which is also your
First quartile.
ito yung first quartile, itong line na to. Ito yung line na to yung first quartile natin. Ano tong length na to? How do you compute for the, for this? Forgot? And how do you compute for this? Yung mga whiskers niya. Okay, sige, pak-review niya guys ha.
Quartile 1 minus 1.5 times IQR, sir.
Sorry, quartile 1 minus 1.5 times IQR. What's your IQR?
Interquartile range, sir.
The difference between?
Quartile 1 and quartile 3.
Yeah, ito yung middle 50% ng data natin. No? This is your IQR. That's quartile 3 minus quartile 1. So this length here, guys, is your Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR. While on the other hand, this one is Q3.
Quartile 3 plus
Okay.
1.5.
Correct. Quartile 3 plus 1.5 times IQR. Your IQR is your interquartile range, and that's the difference between your quartile 3 and your quartile 1. Okay, so anything greater than the quartile 3 plus 1.5 times IQR is our outliers. Same here. Dito wala tayong outliers, but dito meron tayo. Okay, so just a quick review. All right, so that's how we generate the box plot. Again, this is a univariate analysis. Okay, let's take a look at on the other hand, we can also plot the histogram for income. Okay, again, I created this code. I'll call it income hist. Then again, this is your dply our bike buyers, and then so I created this GG plot. Okay, a static x is equal to income. Okay, that's your x-axis plus geom histogram. The default is a bin width of 30, but bins of 30. I chose 15, and then let's put a color white. Okay, remember the color is your outline, and the fill is the color itself of your histogram black. And then let's put a title, GG title, income histogram plus. Okay, just the theme for the plot title, I'm giving it size equal to 15 for the title, and then income histogram. Okay, so you may wish, of course, to modify this. There are, as I said, as far as visualization is concerned, there are plenty of ways to visualize your data, but this is just one of the many, many ways. Okay, so if you wish to copy this, you may do that now. I'll give you a few seconds, and then run the data, run the code, I mean. So let me run this. All right, guys, were you able to follow and generate this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so of course you can experiment, no? Kasi what we use is 15. The default is 30, di ba? So if it's 30, it looks this way, and I didn't like the shape na hindi masyado siyang masyado maraming bins. So I first reduced it to, we tried 15 a while ago. If we try 25 this time, okay, still pa rin, naka-spread pa rin siya. Okay, so if I try 20, okay, this is better. May mga gaps nga lang, Okay, so finally I tried 15. Okay, may gap pa rin siya, pero it looks okay now. All right, so this is how our histogram looks like. Okay, in your assignment, guys, kunyari, nag-generate kayo ng histogram. Don't just stop there. I-describe nyo man yung data nyo. Kasi may points yun, guys. Remember yung breakdown ng points natin is kasama yung explanation nyo dun sa output ng visualization nyo. Okay? Now, I have here, guys, I would like to share this with you, itong site na to. Kindly open this kasi magandang guide din to para dun sa mga colors. If you're looking for fields or colors, these are predetermined in R. So this is a good site. So for example, you're choosing. Can you see the screen, guys?
The R Studio, sir, or the...
in the R Studio internet.
No, sir.
URL. Okay, this one. Can you see it now?
Yes po.
Ito, guys, kunyari, just for guidance, kasi mga preloaded na colors na to sa R. There are several ways to name your colors in R. Kasi color also matters, guys, especially for reporting. There are several ways to do it. You can use the RRGGBB. These are the primary colors, yung red, green, and blue, yung combination yan. Okay, so that's one way. Or you can just refer to this site. Okay? If you want to choose a particular color, you can just kita naman, guys, yung gradient ng mga iba't ibang kulay. Sa dami nito, guys, I think sufficient na yan sa pag-name ng colors or fields. Okay, and then there are some, so if you copy this, I copied this, by the way, here. Let me go back to our studio. Okay, if you notice, guys, dito may code, no? May code dito. Okay, let's just copy this. Control C. Dito natin lagay, guys, sa console natin. Control V. Okay, I copied this code dito sa console. Control Enter. Okay, so it can replicate that palette, no, of colors. And then we can zoom it. Yeah. Or you can just refer to the internet, yung site na yan. Okay, but it's also nice to be guided. Para kasi, ang hirap manghula ng mga kulay, guys. So ako, I find this useful. Kunyari, I want a combinations of green or violet or what. You have so many choices here. And you can use this as ready reference. Yung mga turquoise, for example, yung mga gamit na mga kulay. Okay? So you can use this. Binigay nila yung code dun sa site na yun. Let me close this. Okay, i-X ko na to. All right, any questions about that, guys? I copied the code here so that if you want to generate that in R itself, or you may, of course, go back to the site that I showed you a while ago. Okay, and then just access the colors there. Okay, in fact, I showed you, here below, I showed you some examples of how I chose from those colors. Okay, so with that said, guys, let's now create a density plot. Okay, it's always good to superimpose a density plot with your histogram. So this code, guys, gives us superimposition of the density plot with your histogram. Okay, let me give you a few seconds first to copy this. Sige, kindly copy it first, guys. Pareho din yan ng nasa taas. Only that dito, okay, nadagdagan natin ng geom density. And aside from that, lalagyan natin ng vertical line, okay, to correspond to the mean of the income. Tapos linagyan natin ng colored red, dash type line, and then the width of the line is 1. Okay, so since may ano na naman tayo, background na naman tayo sa ggplot, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to understand this. Okay, so I'll give you a few seconds, guys, to copy that code and then generate natin yung plot. Okay, guys. Please remind me later on, guys. I'm quite definite that we will not be able to finish all of this, but I'm going to upload this, guys, for you to be able to study this on your own. Kasi wala na talaga tayong time. Okay, para din sa, and another one, guys, because all of these are univariate, I have another file using the same data, but this time multivariate. Ibig sabihin, i-compare na natin yung mga iba't ibang iba't ibang variables. So did you get this, guys? Hello, guys. Hindi pa? Mahaba pala, no? Sige, take your time.
Opo.
So yung code natin, we start with bike buyers again as our data set. And then we do a ggplot. Our x-axis is income, okay? Sorry. And then we overlay it with a histogram, yung parang kanina din sa taas kanina. Okay? Okay. So y is stat, ang stat natin yung density niya. Ibig sabihin, yung pag-printat niya yung histogram, ang ilalagay yung density. Dito kasi kanina, when we plotted this, sorry okay, yung stat dito, yung count, no? Although hindi na natin linagay dito stat na count kasi default siya. No? But we could have placed here, dito sa may histogram, yung stat natin is equal to count. But we did not do that, class, because that's the default. Pag nag-histogram tayo, okay, here guys, here. We could have placed here stat is equal to count. Dito ang ginawa natin, since density plot ang gusto natin, yan. Yung y-axis natin is equal to stat density. Okay, so I hope you got this. No? Dito natin ilagay yung aesthetics natin sa histogram. Yung y-axis should be density and not count. Kaya kahit tingnan nyo guys, ito, density yung bilang dito at hindi count. No? Okay, and then we include a vertical line, okay, that will pass to the x-axis, x-intercept, okay, and it's equal to the mean, yung average ng income. Okay, tapos yung vertical line na yan, lagyan ng red color, line type is equal to dashed, and size is equal to 1. Okay, and then plus, pasok natin si geom density, transparency is 0.2. You can, pag 1, full color yan. Okay, I made it transparent at 0.2, or you can make this a different percentage. Okay, para kita pa rin yung norm, yung histogram natin. And then the color I used is turquoise. And then we put a data title, income, histogram, and density plot. Okay, so this is the result. Okay. It looks good, guys. Yung overlay, yung color talaga medyo nakakatulong sa sa visualization. Okay? Any questions so far, guys, dito? Okay, none. Let's proceed. Now, yung education, guys, sabi natin medyo may problema tayo dito kasi si education, it was treated as character, di ba? Naalala niyo si education as character. So if I run this, summary ng bike buyers education, if I run this, okay. Since character lang siya, binilang lang siya, no? Length 1,000, class na character, mode character. It doesn't give us any information. Mas maganda sana, guys, kung factor yan, kasi kung factor yan, bibilangin niya yung instances, yung levels, iba't ibang levels. So you see here, guys, yung disadvantage kung we treat it as a character, when in fact, it should be a factor. Clear yun, guys? Clear? Hello, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ulitin ko here, yung education natin, when we summarized our data a while ago, dito, babalikan ko to. No? Summary, bike buy or summary, sige, control enter. Okay, summary. Asan na si education? Education, guys, it's a character. So anong information ibibigay sa atin? Kung gaano lang siya karami, anong class niya, at saka mode, both characters. When in fact, had we treated this education as a factor, then bibigay sa atin yung levels sa mga factors na yun. And that's what we want. Hindi yung education lang as a character. Okay, so take note, guys, sa pag nag-import kayo ng data sa chosen nyo, may mga ganyan. Lalabas na ganyan. So you can convert that. We know how to convert that, diba? Bike buyers, education, okay? Yung column na variable na education as factor. Okay, palitan natin as factor. All right? So if I run this, yan, tingnan nyo. Okay, that's now the difference. Okay, so which type of data will give us a better information about the data education? Siyempre ito, di ba? Kasi may level siya. Yung bachelor's binilang, graduate, high school, partial. So it turns out that ang pinakamarami is partial college. And sorry, mas marami nakagraduate, ang partial high school lang 76. Okay guys, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so take note of that, guys. Sa ano nyo, sa take-home exams, guys, make sure if may mga variables na lumalabas na kinarakterize as character, and you feel that it should be a factor, then convert it into a factor. All right. So ngayon, we can do now, let's continue to do EDA on education. So here I'm creating now a bar plot, no? Which you could not have done, guys, kung character lang siya. So bike buyers, and then mag-GG plot ulit tayo. Okay? Yung education, and then we will fill it as education. In other words, yung pag-present niya, it will differentiate between the factors of education. Then we're going to use a geom bar, okay? And then ito, guys, imamanual ko yung color, no? Scale underscore fill underscore manual, and then the values of your color are, ito nakuha ko to dun sa plot kanina, yung different colors, dun ako pumili. My burley wood, pale green, khaki, sky blue, wheat. Okay, so that's a very handy reference yung kaninang data site na pinakita ko sa inyo, no? Okay, and then let's put a GG title to that. Okay, I'll run this. Okay. So, of course, guys, preference na lang yung kulay. Okay, so this is how your bar plot for education looks like. Okay? All right. It's up to you guys. Kung gusto yung walang difference ng color, okay lang din yan. Pag tinanggal natin tong scale fill na to, everything will appear as gray, yung default color. Just to distinguish, I gave it different colors. All right, guys, any questions so far? Any questions? All right. Sige. Now, wouldn't it be good, guys, if we have some note here, for example, the numbers, eh, kung ilan yan, kasi hindi naman linalagay, di ba? Walang nakalagay, right? So, that's not a good table kasi, that's not a good bar plot kasi it does not indicate yung number. We can only guess that this is more than 300, etc. So, why don't we do that? Okay. Wait. Saan na yun? Hindi ko nalagay yung count. Okay, I have here another example, guys. Dapat linagyan natin ng geom text, no? Okay, so let me add this. Geom text, yung stat count. Okay, so let me insert this. Wait, huh? I'm going to copy this. Let me copy this. Not marital status. Dito tayo sa education. No? Let's insert a code here sa education, guys. Sorry about this. I forgot to put the label here on top. So we can just copy this. Copy lang natin to, code na to, Control C. Kasi we're just going to add anyway yung geom text. So if you want to put a label to the bar itself, so the code I already inserted here. Ito, guys, yung geom text na to. Okay, wala pa pala kayo yan, so I'm going to insert it here. There. Okay, plus. All right, what do we have here? We have here geom text. Lalagyan natin ng text yung bar natin. Okay, and stat is the count. Okay, yung label, ganun pa rin to, pareho lang ng kanina to, no? Yung aesthetic natin ng text natin, label is equal to stat count, yung bilang ang ilalagay natin. And this is just vertical adjust is just the distance of the count from the bar itself. Okay, sige, let's do this. Okay, there. Okay, so i-add nyo lang itong geom text. So which do you think is better, guys? Itong nasa ano kanina, ito na wala man lang labeling, walang text ng number niya, o ito? Of course, I'll presume that you'll say that this is a better table kasi ando dun yung yung information about the number. Okay, yung magpapadala ulit ako sa inyo ng file, guys. This time I'll include the percentage. Kasi ito yung count lang eh. But we can add the percentage. Yung mas maganda 'yon, no? Kasama yung percentage. That gives us a better appreciation of the distribution of your education. Clear, guys? Clear to? Sorry, medyo kasi magta-time na, medyo rinarash ko lang ng konti. Anyway, I'll give you this file. No? I'll give you this file for your use. Practicing you guys, and you can use this as a parang template for your assignment. And that should not, guys, prevent you from surfing the net pa. Ang daming EDA, guys. Ang daming EDA, ang dami kayong makukuha mga techniques. Limited yung time talaga natin to discuss so many things about this. But at your disposal are tons and tons of rich materials from the internet. So I suggest that you also look into it, no? To increase your points dun sa assignment nyo. Gandahan yung assignment nyo, guys, kasi take note. Yung iba sa inyo medyo may maganda yung room for improvement para sa first quiz. Okay, so ganun din, guys, si marital status. Remember, si marital status character din to. So if I run this, ayan, ganun naman siya, character lang siya. Pwede naman natin ma-consider as factor yon, guys, kasi either single or single or married. Okay, here. Ayun, ang married single, ang married 539, ang single 461. Okay? All right, so we can also again run the bar plot okay, for marital status. Okay. By the way, guys, assignment nyo yung naalala yung 5 name graphs. Yung sa diniscuss natin, dapat kasama lahat yun, plus, of course, yung may minimum requirement yun, yung 5 MG, NG. So dapat may line graph, may bar, may histogram, etc. Alright, so here, guys, pareho lang to ng nasa taas, no? Linagyan ko na rin dito ng geom text. And then I gave, also nag-scale fill manual ako ng color. I'm using pale green 4 and royal blue. Okay, and run this. Okay, so this is now our bar plot for marital status. Okay, again, you can put here the percentage. This is 53.9 and 46.1%. Pero pwede natin ilagay sa code yun. Okay, actually ito pwede nang tanggalin to, no? Kasi kita na naman yung married, naka-name na naman siya. But we can still put that there. Okay, questions, guys? Questions? Questions so far, guys? Hello? Questions?
None, sir.
All right, sige. Asan yung GG? Ano ko dito? Hindi ko nalagay yung GG pairs ko. Why is it not here? Nag-create ako ng code na may GG pairs eh. Tapos I don't see it. Anyway, I'll make sure that what I send you is the complete one. Bakit kaya nawala dito? Okay, then now is it advisable, guys, to use a pie chart?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's one of the worst visualization tool, no? Now, let's run this. Let's ask R kung ano ba yung pie na yan. Okay, rinan ko siya. Ito. Tapos tingnan nyo ito. So this is how you create a pie chart. Okay. Ito yung code, no? Medyo pangit na nga. Tapos ano pa, ang hirap pa ng code nito. Lalo na sa guys, sa ggplot. No? So dito na nga lang, base R na lang gagamitin ko dito kasi sa ggplot 2, yung pag-code ng pie chart is quite medyo toxic, no? I don't like the way it's being plotted in ggplot2. That's one instance na ayoko yung plot ng pie chart. Mas gusto ko pa siya dito sa base R. Kaso sa base R, guys, tingnan nyo, note, may warning pa nga dito eh, may ano pa dito, may warning na pie charts are a very bad way, guys. Kita nyo yan? Si R na mismo nagsasabi of displaying information. The truth is, the eye is good at judging linear measures. Okay yung mata natin pag linear. And bad at judging relative areas. A bar chart or dot chart is preferable way of displaying this type of data. Okay? So, pag just by way of an example, pag pie chart ang gagamitin, kailangan naka-table yung ano natin, no? Table dapat yung parang matrix siya, no? Yung data natin. Kaya if take a look at this code, pie, then kino-convert ko yung data ng marital status into a table. Okay? So, pag wala nito, guys, hindi mag-work tong ano na to, itong code na to. So, just take note that we have to make sure that your data is in table form. Otherwise, hindi siya gagana. Okay? So, let me run this. Yan, nagka-pie chart, no? Linagay ko yung title, pie chart for marital status. You have here, married, and yung single. This was meant just to illustrate, guys. To illustrate lang kung paano ginagawa yung pie chart. At saka na to underscore the fact that pie charts are, lalo na pag maraming categories, pag dalawa, pwede pa acceptable eh. Pero kung pinie chart natin to, guys, yung kanina, yung itong education, that's not a good practice, no? So pwede ng bar chart dun. Okay? Clear tayo dito, guys? Alright. How about children? Okay, see children, guys, that this was treated as an integer, no? If you recall, guys, nung sa summary ng children, integer siya. And then you came up with a mean of ito, no? Run ko lang to. Summary, mean ng children. Hindi, sorry, mali ito. Sorry. Dapat may ano to, may bike buyers, dollar, children. Pero anyway, nakita na natin kanina yun, may mean pa yung yung children na 1.91. So it's best in this instance na gagamitin natin si children kasi ano lang naman siya eh, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no? So we can classify it according to those who bought the bike na time na pala, no? Na walang anak, etc. So let me just anyway, guys, I'm going to send this to you, no? So pinakita ko lang dito. Ayan. This is how your plot of children will look like kung kinonsider natin siya as integer, no? So ito yung mga data points sa mga walang anak, 1 children, 2 children, 4 children, 5 children. And this is how it will look like kung kinonvert natin siya as factor. So dito, i-convert ko siya as factor, guys. As factor, run. Okay, tingnan nyo Yung walang anak, 277. Yung limang anak, 81. And then, when you plot this, okay, this will be a lot better than yung nasa taas kanina. Okay. I just followed the same color na lang. Yan, guys. Okay? So, this is a better depiction yung children as compared to this one. Okay, walang say-say to kasi anyway, finite naman yung number of children from 0 to 5. So we could have treated that as factors na lang. Yan. Okay, clear, guys? Okay, so it's already time, guys. May dalawa na lang natitira dito. So I'll leave this to you. Dadagdagan ko na lang to ng multivariate and then send it to you later for your reference. Tapos hindi ko yata nalagay dito yung GG pairs, which you'll see is really very powerful as a descriptive statistic tool. All right. So any questions, guys? Any questions?
None, sir.
None? Okay. Did you learn something today, guys?
Yes po.
Okay. I-post ko yung mamaya itong video na to. Post ko pati yung file, ipo-post ko rin kasi kakailangan niyan for your assignment. Dadagdagan ko yung yung file na to ng itutuloy ko na lang no, sa ilalim. Yung i-append ko na lang yung multivariate naman. Kasi so far, ang tinignan natin dito is univariate, isang file lang. Isang variable lang. Okay? So, sige guys. Thank you so much. And
Thank you, sir.
thank you. Have a great day, guys. Sige ha? Ingat kayo.
Hi, sir. Sir.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yes?
Sir, I was late po.
Attendance. O sige, yung mga
Yes.
na-late, kindly hold on ha. Yung mga na-late,
Thank you, sir.
dito muna kayo, dyan muna kayo while I check your attendance.
Sir,
Yes?
pwede po bang i-extend yung deadline?
Extend. Kailan?
Kasi marami po kaming quizzes for this week. May midterm din kaming mga pahabol from other professors. Medyo hirap po kami dun sa mismong time.
So, kailan?
Kaya po ba at least this weekend na lang po?
Mayroon pa tayong isa eh. May isa pa. Isa pa tayo eh. Yung ano pa, yung deploy R. Kasi isa pa lang yung quiz natin. Tsaka isang research. Konting-konti pa lang tayo. That's why, pag hindi ko ginawa to, baka may bumagsak sa inyo. Kasi panghapol to. Siguro extend ko ng Wednesday siguro. Wednesday ng 6 p.m. One day extension.
Sige po, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sige, extend ko na lang Wednesday Okay na ba yun?
Yes, sir.
Sige. Thank you for telling me, ha?
Thank you, sir.
Tapos yung isa naman, sa weekend na yon, no? Para dalawa yung take-home quiz nyo. So, sino yung absent? Sino yung na-absent ko?
Talagon po.
Talagon.
Yes.
Talagon.
Sir, ako din, sir.
Sino?
Kenneth Sevilla po.
Sevilla. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Meron pa?
Thank you, sir.
Alright. Sige. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.